Over to Washington County now, where two communities are partnering up on emergency response. Starting January 1st, West Bend and Kewaskum will enter into an agreement over ambulance services. Mike Biermeister lays out the new plan.
Joining forces for emergency response. Starting Wednesday, the city of West Bend will start to provide ambulance services for the village of Kewaskum, specifically in transporting people to the hospital. The two communities are about 15 minutes apart. It's a collaboration that David Pike is on board with. His family has had to use EMS services in the past.
It'll take a lot of stress off of paramedics out here transporting.
The agreement between the two departments is due to a lack of volunteer EMTs in Kewaskum, along with the rising costs of operations and an increase in demand for service. In November, voters in at least 6 different southeast Wisconsin communities decided on referendums asking for more EMS funding. It's a sign of the times, as Matt Woodmeyer sees it.
Volunteer services are growing to be a thing of the past, I think, just how our society is, and people having to work a couple jobs just to make ends meet, so there's less time for people to volunteer their services, and I think this is a good compromise.
The West Bend Fire Chief tells me that the department sees about 4,000 calls for service per year. Compare that to Kewaskum, where they see about 500 calls. Of those 500 calls, about 350 require transportation to the hospital. That comes out to about an extra call per day for the West Bend Fire Department. Fire Chief Les Norin also tells me wait times could increase slightly depending on the day. However, the department is working on adding 9 new firefighters. Kewaskum will also maintain its volunteer first responders. Both departments look at this as the first step to providing a more robust response.
We'll see. Time will tell, right?
Chief Norin says this initial agreement will last 6 years. In Kewaskum, Mike Biermeister, TMJ4 News.